Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Proficiency Decoded. This channel helps in decoding the layers of knowledge with ease. Proficiency Decoded brings structured, thoughtful explanations to every topic.
Reasoning. The art of logical thinking and decision-making. Reasoning is one of the most fundamental cognitive abilities that distinguishes human intelligence. It is the mental process of analyzing information, identifying relationships, evaluating evidence, and arriving at logical conclusions. It helps in improving the ability to decide which route to take, solving a mathematical puzzle, interpreting data, or making an important life decision. Reasoning plays a central role. In the context of competitive examinations, reasoning is much more than solving puzzles or identifying patterns. It measures a candidate's ability to think critically, process information accurately, and make sound judgments under time constraints. For this reason, reasoning has become an integral subject in almost every recruitment examination. In this video, I will first start with what is reasoning. I will then move on to explain why is reasoning included in competitive examinations. Next, I will explain the type of reasoning. I will end up with some of the reasoning questions. Reasoning is the systematic process of using facts, evidence, observations, and logical principles to draw conclusions or solve problems. It involves understanding the given information, identifying relationships among facts, eliminating incorrect possibilities, drawing logical conclusions, making informed decisions. Unlike memorization, reasoning emphasizes thinking rather than remembering. For example, the statement, "All teachers are educated." Rahul is a teacher. So, is Rahul educated? Since every teacher is educated and Rahul is a teacher, hence the logical conclusion is, yes, Rahul is educated. This conclusion is reached through reasoning rather than memory. Why do organizations include reasoning in competitive examinations? Organizations recruit candidates who are expected to handle complex situations, make impartial decisions, solve problems efficiently, and process large amounts of information. Academic qualifications alone cannot fully assess these capabilities. Reasoning tests evaluate these essential mental abilities. To measure logical thinking. Employees frequently encounter situations requiring logical analysis like evaluating applications, verifying documents, investigating cases, interpreting rules. To test decision-making ability. Many high-level positions require candidates to make quick and accurate decisions. Reasoning questions reveal how candidates process information before reaching conclusions. To assess problem-solving skills. A higher designation work often involves solving practical problems, like managing public grievances, planning resources, resolving disputes, analyzing reports. Reasoning reflects a candidate's analytical capability. To measure mental agility like speed of thinking, accuracy, concentration, mental flexibility. To predict job performance like better decision-making, improved problem-solving, higher learning ability, adaptability, workplace performance. Types of reasoning. There are 10 types of reasoning. Verbal reasoning, non-verbal reasoning, verbal reasoning, Verbal reasoning evaluates the ability to understand, analyze, and logically interpret information presented in words. It focuses on language-based thinking. This includes logical interpretation, reading comprehension, relationship between words, deductive thinking, vocabulary-based reasoning. Nonverbal reasoning. Nonverbal reasoning measures logical ability without relying on language. This includes matching shapes, figures, symbols, patterns, diagrams. Verbal reasoning is further classified into analogy, identifying logical similarity between two pairs of concepts; classification, grouping items based on shared characteristics or categories; coding-decoding, interpreting or creating hidden patterns in symbols, numbers, or letters; blood relations, solving problems based on family relationships and kinship logic; direction sense, determining positions or movements using orientation and spatial logic; syllogism, drawing logical conclusions from given premises using deductive reasoning. Verbal reasoning is further classified into statement and conclusion, evaluating whether conclusions logically follow from provided statements; cause and effect, identifying logical connections between events or actions; assertion and reason, testing whether a reason correctly explains a given assertion; seating arrangement, arranging individuals in order based on given positional conditions; puzzle, solving complex logical problems with multiple constraints and conditions. Nonverbal reasoning comprises of mirror images, figures reflected as seen in a mirror; water images, figures inverted vertically as seen in water reflection; figure series, identifying the next figure in a logical sequence; figure analogy, finding a figure that shares a similar relationship as another pair; embedded figures, detecting a hidden figure within a complex design; paper folding, predicting patterns formed when folded paper is cut and unfolded. Next type of reasoning is analytical reasoning. Analytical reasoning evaluates the ability to analyze multiple pieces of information simultaneously. This reasoning is commonly used in banking and management examinations. Next is logical reasoning. Logical reasoning measures the ability to identify valid conclusions from given premises. It emphasizes formal logic. This reasoning is widely used in civil services, judicial services, and management examinations. Next type of reasoning is abstract reasoning. Abstract reasoning assesses the ability to recognize hidden rules among unfamiliar patterns. It does not depend on language or mathematical knowledge. This type is common in aptitude tests for technical and corporate roles. Next is inductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning moves from specific observations to general conclusions. It identifies patterns and predicts likely outcomes. Next type of reasoning is deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning moves from general principles to specific conclusions. This reasoning is the foundation of mathematics and formal logic. Next is numerical reasoning. Numerical reasoning evaluates the ability to interpret and analyze numerical information. Although it involves numbers, the emphasis is on logical analysis rather than complex calculations. Next type of reasoning is critical reasoning. Critical reasoning assesses the ability to evaluate arguments objectively. It is extensively used in management entrance examinations and higher-level administrative recruitment. And the last type of reasoning is spatial reasoning. Spatial reasoning measures the ability to visualize objects in two-dimensional and three-dimensional space. It is particularly important in engineering, architecture, defense, aviation, and technical fields. Let us check out some examples for verbal reasoning. Analogy question. Book is for reading is to fork is for what? Answer is eating. Explanation. A book is used for reading. A fork is used for eating. The relationship is object and its purpose. Next is a classification question. Find the odd one out among apple, banana, mango, carrot. Answer is carrot. Explanation. Apple, banana, and mango are fruits. Carrot is a vegetable. Hence, carrot is the odd one out. Let us check out some examples for nonverbal reasoning. Series completion. A square leads to a circle which leads to a square which leads to a circle which will further leads to what? Answer, square. The sequence alternates between square and circle. After circle, the next figure must be a square. Next is from mirror image. If the word cat is placed in front of a mirror, what will be its mirror image? Answer, TAC. In a mirror image, the order of letters reverses, so the cat becomes TAC. Let us see some examples of analytical reasoning. Seating arrangement. A, B, C, D are sitting in a row. A is left of B, C is right of B, and D is right of C. Who is sitting at the extreme right? Answer is D. The order is A, B, C, D. Hence, D is at the extreme right. Next, let us see a question related to puzzle. 5 friends, P, Q, R, S, T, each like a different fruit, apple, banana, mango, orange, grapes. P likes mango, Q doesn't like apple, R likes grapes, S likes orange. Who likes apple? Answer is T. Remaining fruit after assigning to others is apple and T remains, hence T must like apple. Let us see some examples of logical reasoning. Syllogism. Statement. All cats are animals. All animals are living beings. Conclusion. All cats are living beings. Answer. True. Logical chain. Cats belongs to animals, animals belongs to living beings. Next statement and assumption. Statement. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. Assumption. Studying hard improves chances of passing. Answer. Valid assumption. The statement implies studying hard is linked to success. Let us see some examples of abstract reasoning. Pattern recognition. A series has triangle, square, triangle, square. What is next on the line? Answer. Triangle. Alternating triangle and square, series, hence next is triangle. Next, shape completion. Half a circle with left side filled with blue color. Answer, option A, half side filled with blue color as it completes the full symmetric circle. Let us see some examples of inductive reasoning. Observation to generalization. Observation, swan 1 is white, swan 2 is white, swan 3 is white. Conclusion, all swans are white. It is inductive conclusion, but not guaranteed true. It is a generalization from repeated observation. Next, number pattern. Series, 2, 4, 6, 8. Answer, 10. The pattern is +2 each step, so next number is 10. Let us see some examples of deductive reasoning. Rule application. Rule: all squares have 4 equal sides. Case: shape X is a square. Conclusion: shape X has 4 equal sides. Answer: true. Deduction applies general rule to specific case. Next is a question of conditional logic. Rule: if it rains, the ground gets wet. Case: it is raining. Conclusion: the ground is wet. Answer: true. Deduction follows directly from condition. Let us see some examples of numerical reasoning. A shopkeeper buys a pen for 50 Indian rupees and sells it for 65 Indian rupees. What is the profit percentage? Answer: 30%. Explanation: profit equal to 65 minus 50 equal to 15. Percentage equal to 15 divided by 50 multiplied by 100 equal to 30%. Next is a question of data interpretation. If 40% of 200 students are girls, how many are boys? Answer: 120 boys. Explanation: girls equal to 40% of 200 equal to 80. Boys equal to 200 minus 80 equal to 120. Let us see some examples of critical reasoning. Argument evaluation. Statement: online learning is better because it is cheaper. Weakness: cost alone doesn't determine quality. Answer: argument is weak. Critical reasoning checks if reasoning is sound and complete. Next is a question of cause and effect. Statement: road accidents increase because of more cars. Evaluation: other factors like road quality, driver behavior may also cause accidents. Answer: argument is incomplete. Critical reasoning identifies missing links. Let us see some examples of spatial reasoning. Mental rotation. Question: a cube with a dot on one face is rotated 90 degrees. Where is the dot? Answer: on the adjacent face. Spatial reasoning requires visualizing rotations. Next is a question of map navigation. Facing north, you turn right, then left. Which direction are you in? Answer: north. North to right is equal to east to left is equal to north. In subsequent videos we will focus more on different type of reasoning with more elaborate and complex examples.
Thank you for your time and support. Please subscribe to my channel for such informative and explanatory videos on different topics.